Alright, welcome back. This time we're gonna tackle Karax. Now Karax, he has two ways you can play him as. If you want to be more defensive, you can definitely use a lot of his units that, such as the Photon Cannon, Caldarian Monoliths, and the shield batteries. Yeah, they are all buildings, but they're counted as units in for him. But he does have ground units if you want to be offensive, such as the Sentinel, the Energizer, the Immortals, the Colossus, and of course the Mirage and the Carriers. But as far as being defensive, your main three you're gonna be going for is gonna be his buildings right here. Of course, you know, if you've seen anyone else play this particular race, you know photon cannons are pretty much a staple for them. But for him, he has two new buildings that you don't normally see, and one of them is actually coming back from the first Starcraft game, and that's the Caldarian Monoliths, which is the brand new one that they made for him, and they brought back the shield batteries for him. Now, in the first game, they worked way differently than they do in this game. There's a lot more that they can do. They have different animations compared to the first one. As with the first one, it was just like a sparkle that was on the screen for the units that was having their shields restored. On here, it's more like a little beam that shoots towards wherever it's restoring the shields for. Now, as far as like anything being offensive, his units are the most expensive out of all of them that I know of. I haven't tackled, like I said, I haven't really tackled most of these down here that you have to pay for, with the exception of Phoenix. But after a while, they just made him free. So we'll tackle him another time. Now with his units being as expensive as they are, they kind of made it a little bit easier inside his power mastery. I mean, inside his mastery for at least for power set 1, because you can bring the cost down with combat unit resource costs. That will bring it all the way down to, I say, about a good 50%. But since then, they've kind of made it easier for folks who want to start off playing with him, but they haven't gotten their mastery points up. So they've already knocked down the cost for his units already. It's not as much as it used to be, but it's still pretty expensive. But it's not to the point where you can't actually play the game without it. So in his mastery set, I went for power set 1 for structure, life, and shields, because, like I said, they've already implemented that inside of an update. I say about a year and a half ago. They made it so they starting off, you don't have to worry about spending your points on just that alone for power set 1. For power set 2, I went for a Chrono Wave energy regeneration. Now, Chrono Wave is a special ability that he has only, where, as you see on the side, it regenerates 7 hours energy for the Spirit of Doom over the duration of Chrono Wave. Chrono Wave is pretty much an ability that allows any of yours or any of your friends' buildings to produce at an accelerated rate. So it means, let's say you're building Marines for a Terran player, or Zerglings for a Zerg player. The building that produces those units is gonna produce them at a faster rate than they normally would. Just like how the normal boost for Nexus that gives out for any Protoss units. But this sets it for all of them, and plus it's faster, but it doesn't last as long as that other wave does. Now for power set 3, I kind of moved it as a 50-50 option for chrono boost efficiency and initial and maximum speed of redoing energy. It's just to make it so that I can still use a lot of his abilities, and also you have better chrono boost efficiency at the beginning of matches. Because basically, for me personally, I like having both of those up some. I would love to have it so that both would be at full 30 points, but you only have 30 points to work with. So 50-50 will work out just fine for me. So in this episode, it's gonna be a little bit longer because I'm gonna give you 2 examples of play styles for him. Now, mind you that I'm not really the best with Karax, but I do pretty decent enough to help out my teammates. The first example is going to be with his attacking units. Now, his energizers, they're extremely helpful for, let's say you have Kerrigan as your partner. You see how she has all these units that are basically attacking. What the energizers do is any attacking units that you or your partner have, and once they go into combat and that energizer is there, it's gonna boost them so that they'll start attacking faster. Which is why a lot of people would prefer to have Karax as more of an attacking hero, but people will normally use him as defensive because these two paired up with this shield battery, they are really broken, especially if you get the upgrades for it, which makes it that if they take damage, they can have a protective shield over them for, I think it's about 30 seconds until it resets. And plus you can also make it so that they shoot faster and they also shoot from further away. Now, as far as like the Immortals and the Strider, the Colossus and a lot of these other units go, they're pretty much the same as you would see in any normal Protoss match, except with the Immortals, especially with Karax, is they have a special ability that allows them to attack air units as well. In fact, if I can find it in the upgrades really quick, let's see. It's in here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. With this Robotics Bay upgraded cache, the first one out here says unlock the Immortal Shadow Cannon ability, which deals 200 damage to an enemy ground or air unit, which pretty much makes it so that you can use them as anti-air, but it's only for that ability. Now, another thing I didn't mention about the Energizers is they also have an upgrade with that as well. It also allows them to take control of any mechanical units that the enemy would have. It's only for mechanical units. You can't use that against anything organic, like pretty much anything that's Zerg related, plus any ground units for any ground human units from the Terran, and pretty much any ground Protoss units that's not mechanical. Now the Colossus, it does the same as normal Colossus, but it can be upgraded so that it can set the ground on fire for wherever it shoots, and then everything else works just normal. Well, that's enough of me rambling on. I'm gonna go ahead and get you guys in here. The first example is going to be the ground units. The second one is going to be defense. So let's get right in.
When scouting this world, I discovered that Amon's forces have invaded the temple to raise a Void-Shade hybrid. You cannot let him succeed. Eliminate his Void Slivers, and the abomination will not draw breath.
Chrono Boost online. Our structure should now operate at a greater efficiency.
You must construct additional pylons.
The enemy has mobilized. We should move to intercept.
This warrior awakens. Command me. You must construct additional pylons. Protocols.
We're facing enemy Protoss.
This warrior awakens. Your allies are in battle. The hybrid has drawn most of the power from the temple. Shatter a Void Sliver. Your allies are in battle. Crushed a Void Sliver. I knew you could be trusted. Your allies are in battle. This warrior awakens. This world have been trapped here since the battle began. We must ensure they depart soon. If you can help defend the ship when it leaves, I will not forget it. The evacuation vessel is moving forward. I pray it remains safe.
Your allies are in battle.
The second sliver ends in ruin, as it should.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle.
The ship has fallen. Do not let them succeed against the next one.
Approaches our base. It must be dealt with.
Enough minerals.
This warrior awakens.
You have not.
Ulas Atari.
Your allies are in battle. Our foe is making their move. We must be ready.
I must warn you, the ship will be leaving shortly.
Your allies are in battle.
The evacuation ship is underway.
Your allies are in battle.
ship will stop here to pick up more survivors.
I return to serve. Your allies are in
We will strike a void sliver. The hybrid has almost formed.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle.
My whirl praise from the skies. I sense an attack coming for us. Be ready.
Excellent. Each felled void sliver gives us more time. The evacuation ship is almost ready to resume its course. The evacuation ship is heading out. Keep watch over it.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle.
This warrior.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle. Upgrade complete.
At last, we can evacuate everyone in this area now.
You require more Vespine gas.
I have detected an incoming enemy attack. They are moving swiftly.
Another sliver is gone. You are turning the tide, commanders.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle.
I return to the...
I return to serve. You require more Vespine gas.
This warrior awakens. I return to the skies.
forces en route to our position.
Warrior awakens. I stand ready. With honor. I return to the skies.
An enemy attack upon our base. Show them no mercy.
I return to serve.
Your allies are in battle.
Arrives.
Your allies are in battle.
Unless you destroy a sliver.
The swarm is victorious. It is as I planned.
Finally, some backup. Look, I need to get rid of this infestation before it spreads to the rest of the planet. The infested come out at night, but they can't survive the daylight. Use that time to take out their structures.
Chrono boost online. Our structure should now operate at a greater efficiency.
You must construct additional pylons.
Night's almost here. I'd start getting ready to deal with the infested if I were you.
You require more Vespine gas.
That's the last of the sunlight. Our defenses have to hold until the night is over.
You have not not enough minerals.
Detecting some spotters. They can fly, so you better keep an eye on them. A little longer, Commanders. The infested can't survive in the sun.
You must construct additional pylons.
Okay, Commanders. We need to destroy enough structures today to stay ahead of the infestation. I've already marked a few for you.
These Terrans know nothing of pain. I will.
Sending you the coordinates for more structures.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle.
We're not done yet, Commanders. Here's some more structures to burn out.
Your allies are in battle. Research complete.
All right. It looks like we've taken out a good amount of infestation. Just need to keep it up.
Your allies are in battle. You have not enough minerals. Your allies are in battle.
At least my army has prior experience with dying.
Upgrade
It's almost
complete.
nighttime. Be ready for the infested. Detecting more structures at this location.
Your allies are in battle.
Another night, another fight. Keep them out of our base. You sure you want to do that at night, Commanders? The infested will be here any minute. Incoming hunterlings. They're cliff jumpers, so watch out.
Your allies are in battle. Base is under attack. Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle. Upgrade complete.
Don't get too bold out there. If our base falls to the infested, this planet will be lost.
I may have underestimated our opponent.
A barricade is under attack.
Your allies are in battle. Upgrade complete. Your allies are in battle. Base is under attack. Your allies are in battle.
Like the hustle. But I'd advise against it, Commanders. It'll be easier to take out the structures in the daytime.
Base is under attack. Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle.
Ah, co-killer. Very clever. Deploy your detection.
Are you kidding me? Amon wants to attack us now too? Perfect.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle.
Daybreak is just around the corner. Hold the line until then.
Base is under attack.
Like the hustle. But I'd advise against it, Commanders. It'll be easier to take out the structures in the daytime.
Base is under attack. Your allies are in battle.
Sunrise. That's our cue to move. We won't have enough time later if we destroy too few structures today.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle. Under attack. Your allies are in battle.
I call this the apocalypse sealed in action.
Your allies are in battle.
I've got another sector with structures on my scanners.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle. You have not enough minerals. Your allies are in battle.
Looks like we can find additional structures here. The day's gonna end soon, Commanders.
Your allies are in battle.
Just keep fighting, Commanders. We'll make it through the night. You sure you want to do that at night, Commanders? The infested will be here any minute. There's a virophage out there, Commanders. Kill it if you can, but you have to do it at night. Don't worry if you can't kill the virophage tonight. I'm sure it'll be back tomorrow.
Your allies are in battle. You have not enough minerals. Your allies are in battle.
You'll have to defend that barricade if it's gonna stay standing.
Your allies are in battle.
We've got a barricade taking some damage here.
Your allies are in battle. Base is under attack. You must place that in a power field. Your allies are in battle. You must place that in the power field. Base is under attack. Your allies are in battle. You must place that in a power field. Your allies are in battle. You must place that in a... Your base is under attack.
Now this one I am proud of.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Your allies are in battle.
That tank is strong enough to withstand sunlight. We have to kill it ourselves.
Your allies are in
Ugh, Amon's supporting the infested with his own forces. It's gonna be a long night.
Your allies are in battle.
You just saved me a lot of trouble, Commanders. I was gonna send a crew to exterminate that thing after this mission.
Base is under attack.
It won't be long now. We just have to survive until dawn.
Your allies are in battle.
Don't get too bold out there. If our base falls to the infested, this planet will be lost. My scans show that half of the infestation is gone. We can do this.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle.
Detecting more structures at this location.
Your allies are in battle. 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 You have not enough minerals.
Looks like we can find additional structures here.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle.
Most of the infestation has been dealt with. Just a little more to go.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle.
Make the most of the day, Commanders. It's nearly over.
Your allies are in battle.
Do not be alarmed. This is only temporary.
Sit tight, Commanders. This night's just getting started. I like the hustle, but I'd advise against it, Commanders. It'll be easier to take out the structures in the daytime.
You have not enough minerals. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Your allies are in battle. Base is under attack. Your allies are in battle. Base is under attack. Your allies are in battle.
Now, I command the Alexander.
Your allies are in battle. Base is under attack. Your allies are in battle.
Oh, not a stank! If we don't kill it, it'll keep attacking us even after sunrise.
Base is under attack. Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle. Base is under attack. Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle. Base is under attack.
Looks like Amon wants a piece of us too. Get those defenses in place.
I have been working.
Don't give up, Commanders. This nightmare is about to end.
Your allies are in battle.
A stand? Those things are resistant to sunlight. We have to be the ones to kill it. You sure you want to do that at night, Commanders? The infested will be here any minute. Let's get to work, Commanders. We have to burn enough of the infestation today so that we don't fall behind.
Your allies are in battle. 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 Your allies are in battle.
Another day is coming to an end. Lot of dead out there. Make sure that we don't join them.
Your allies are in battle.
Don't get too bold out there. If our base falls to the infested, this planet will be lost.
Now this one, I am proud of.
Your allies are in battle.
Oh, haven't seen a situation that hairy since I was in the UED. Thanks for getting us through it, Commanders.
Carnage.